Latifah, and you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah, bye.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution. The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Grand Rising, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks, the stressologist. Any stress in your life? Most of us do. Unfortunately, we don't know what to do with that stress, especially as it relates to worry. I was once a worried about everything, and I finally figured it out with some training. Yeah, I've been certified with the American Society of Training and Development, National Speakers Association, and a host of others. But none of those organizations helped me stop worrying. They just gave me validation for the public to see what credentials I have. So the credentials I have now are from life experience, and I've learned how not to worry. And you can learn how not to worry too. It is indoctrinated us to worry. We don't have the answers, so we think the worst is going to happen. Well, I got a solution to that, and that is the worry workshop. So pull that up for you on the blog. Why do you worry when you don't have to? Go to my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com, and you can sign up right there and find out how you. And remember, sharing is caring. If you care about yourself and your loved ones, help them see their way out of a mess. Give them the gift. It makes a great birthday gift. It makes a great holiday gift. So instead of running to the store getting something that they really might not need, give them a worry-free life. Give them the gift of a worry-free existence. And thanks for sharing. Make it a great day. Grand Rising, and thank you for joining me this morning. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. And if I sound like a man, it's because I've been using my voice all weekend hollering, there's no more bread pudding, there's no more po' boys, there's no more lamb chops, nothing's left, we're closed, it's the taste of Chicago. So that's why I sound like I sound, but I'm here and I'm grateful to be here. And thank you for joining me this morning. It is Monday, September 11th, 2023. Happy birthday, born day. If you're celebrating a birthday, we're celebrating it with you. So, let us also keep in mind those who are sick and shut in, the incarcerated, and the non believers. Because if you don't have faith, find some. How about that? I was about to say, I don't know what to tell you, no, but find some because it's available. Right, Tony? Right. He barely woke this morning. Alrighty, if you're listening online, we'd love to have you join the conversation this morning at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak, and we will be joined by our very own master clinician, Brother Khalid Scott, who will be joining us in the 8 o'clock hour. And you may send us your questions. You may call in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. Or you can type them in the comment section so that we can see what's on your mind this morning. You know what's on mine, so I need to know what's on yours. So while you're there online, be sure and check out our social media pages, Facebook and YouTube, Higher Learning TV Show. And check out my Instagram page, Zelda Speaks, and Zelda Speaks number 2 and the letter U. You all probably are a little bit too young to remember the what was it, the dating game? Chuck Woolery was the host, and he used to say, "We'll be back in 2 and 2." So that's where my Zelda Speaks to you comes from. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. The Taste of Chicago is finally over. Last night was the last night, and I am so glad. But I was helping my girlfriend, Chef Lorraine Wilson, with a soul ingredient catering. And I'll be telling you a little bit about that later. But right now, I want to tell you, if you're headed out this morning, traffic and weather is sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. If you are a business owner or an entrepreneur in need of supplies or anything that you can buy at any of the depot stores, you can get them not for free. You can get them. You can barter them on the iText channel, which is made available for you to use, and you can start shopping immediately by simply mentioning my name, Zelda. That is your promo code. Zelda, as Richard Pergy would say back in the day, because nobody could ever get my name right, so he would put the emphasis on dull, so it would be Zelda. Okay, so just wanted to share that with you. Traffic and weather update. It is a hot mess outside on a Monday morning. What did you expect? Anything differently? And traffic and weather sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. As we take a look at the roads, Metro and CTA, there are no reported delays, but inbound on Kennedy, it's 45, 30 minutes on the outbound. That accident has been cleared at Manheim Road. It is pretty much crowded on the Edens as well, 30 minutes inbound, 19 out. On the Eisenhower, it's almost 50 minutes on those brakes, bumper to bumper. 71 minutes on the outbound. That's over an hour. So, don't know what to tell you there this morning. Inbound on the Stevenson 33, 22 outbound. On the Dan Ryan, lots of delays, 35th to 95th. 35 inbound, 21 on the outbound. On the Bishop Ford, 19 in, 12 out. And on DuSable Lakeshore Drive, it is 11 minutes in and 10 minutes out. And that's your traffic and weather sponsored by Karen Kelly of itex.com. Excuse me. If you were at the Taste of Chicago, You probably need to do a little cleanse this morning because I know everybody ate a little something that they shouldn't eat, but it was so good, right? So go to diabeticdonut.com. You'll be glad you did. Diabeticdonut.com is a website that I designed because people were always asking me, how did I reverse type 2 diabetes? And the way that I did that was simply by drinking this not so nice juice. I shouldn't say that. It just doesn't taste good as anything that you've probably tasted before. And it is made of apple, beet, cucumber, lemon, ginger, and kale. And I put those all in a blender or a juicer because the juicer is cold press. And the juicer will give you the nutrients that you need that like a ninja or a blender or something can't, because the blades travel at a really fast pace. Just Google it, you'll understand. So cold press is always better than just a regular blender because the heat eliminates the nutrients, and you want the nutrients. You want the live nutrients because when you drink that, it's live. And one of the amazing things that I discovered was that you don't get hungry as often. So that's one of the benefits. But there's no benefit in being diabetic, but there are benefits that will help you not be on metformin or any insulin or any other drug. But it'll take a while. It took me a year to get off of it. If I can do it, you can too. So go to diabeticdonut.com as we prepare for your Monday morning mindfulness meditation. We hope that you've had a wonderful weekend. And if you haven't, you are about to. So it is okay. Okay. Already, as we prepare for our Monday morning mindfulness meditation, let us be reminded that there will be circumstances and situations in our lives that we cannot control, and it sometimes gives us a little unsteadiness, a little anxiety. Well, that's what the word is for. So the word for today is God is in the midst of love. September 11th, 9/11. And I know you remember that day some years ago. Yeah, I know I remember the first time it happened. I was on my way to work to Michigan Avenue, WGCI. And I'm on my way to work, and I'm coming in the building. We were at 322 South Michigan at the time. And I see all these people coming out, and I'm like, where's everybody going? But I didn't hear the news that morning. So I didn't hear the chaos that was going on in the world. And I get to work and everybody's leaving. So I discovered that that's what happened, 911. So saying that, let me share with you the word from Mike House. God is in the midst of love, September 11th, 2023. The presence of God is available even amid chaos and challenging times. All expressions of emotions are surging through us at the same time, and certain events can rock our world completely. Excuse me, in a split second, we can experience liberating love, deep sadness, or even anger. And the possibility of exhilarating freedom. Emotions are there to be felt and explored in a healthy way. It has been a few years now since the tragic 911 event, and yet many today are reminded of loved ones lost, heroes who made unfathomable sacrifices, and hearts that are still healing. The possibility for love and transformation is always available. Even during turmoil, your healing is there. Be encouraged today to extend love wherever you go. Give someone a smile, a hug, and especially a listening ear. Make your presence a sacred, safe space for someone to enjoy. All hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. And that is Proverbs 10 and 12. And that's your Monday Morning Mindfulness from Mike House. And now it is time for your Monday Morning Mindfulness meditation. So you know what that means, right? It is time for us to take a moment to take care of the most precious person on the planet, and that would be you. And that would be moi. And that would be us as a collective. Because we have a tendency to run out the house and take care of everybody else. But we haven't taken care of ourselves. So how do we do that, Ms. Zelda? How do we do that? We sit up straight in our chair with our feet flat on the floor, and we just start breathing just like this. In through our nose, and we blow it out through our mouths. Now, don't ask me where that voice just came from, because I don't have a clue. I guess my vocal cords know what's best for me, so I'm just paying attention and just letting the words flow. Okay? Alrighty now. So, what I want you to do is to simply close your eyes. You should not be looking at me, but the inside of your eyelids. So you shouldn't see me at all. And I just want you to simply breathe in through your nose and breathe out through the mouth. It's just that simple. So to get started, we're going to wake the body up with a stretch. Oh, yes, that feels good. I feel like getting back in the bed, don't you? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Alrighty. I feel another stretch. Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, that feels good. And simply move those shoulders from side to side, back and forth, and back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And from time to time, you'll hear this. You simply breathe in and exhale. And that is just a simple reminder to remind you that, that you need to focus on the breath and not the distractions that's going on in your head. So just remember that. So let's continue breathing in. Hold it. And exhale. Feel free to say it. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Now continue breathing in and breathing out on your own. And as you breathe in, just listen to me. Close your eyes and just feel the sensation. I want you to feel that breath taking over your body, because it is the breath that will give you the experience. If you're doing shallow breathing, you won't have the experience. And I can't make you have that, but I can encourage you to keep those eyes closed and to keep breathing deep so you can feel that chest expand and feel it decrease as you breathe out. Okay, so let's try that again. When you inhale, do keep in mind that when the chest expands, those long breaths relax the system. Those short breaths, it stresses the system. So that's why breathing is so important. And do you know what else? They don't want you to know that you have that power in you to make anything, or as the children would say, anything, to make it happen. So just breathe it. Inhale deeply. Enjoy that breath. Hold that breath and then blow it out through the mouth. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And then exhale. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. This time as we inhale, let's bring all of that air up. Inhale deeply. And as it goes down, feel the chest moving in and out, and exhale. Now let's bring all of that energy from the breath up to the top of the head, top chakra, and exhale. Inhale once more. And exhale, bringing the breath down from the face and the forehead down to the chin and landing right there on those shoulders as we continue to inhale and exhale. And just loosen up that body. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale, feeling the breath go down through the chest, the solar plexus, and the sides, and the back, and the hip as we continue to breathe in. And as we continue to blow it out, continuing the movement as we're doing the higher learning hip roll. As we breathe in, hold it. And as we breathe out, exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Once more, inhale. Bringing that breath down through the solar plexus and the stomach and the hips and the thighs and the knees as we breathe out. Giving thanks for the power of those knees that keep us mobile, honey, keep us moving. Giving more thanks as we continue to breathe in, as we hold it, and as we breathe out. And feel free to put your hands on any parts of your body that need a little attention, that need a little love. Mine is always my knees. So I send my knees, you can talk to your knees now. Send my knees love and light and lots of energy and lots of mobility, because I know you will get me where I need to go, girl. And I'm so grateful for you. All this walking, and I love it. 88-year-old woman told me, what? A body in motion stays in motion. So stay in motion, my seniors. Got to keep it moving. Can't sit all day in that chair. I know it's convenient, but get up and walk around the chair. Just got to move, got to breathe, got to live, got to eat, got to move, got to breathe. Inhale deeply. And as we exhale, sending more love, light, and energy down through the ankles and the feet. As we continue to breathe in. And wiggle those toes, bringing the breath, the energy of that breath back up through the ankles and the arches and the legs and the knees as we continue to inhale. And exhale, blow it out. Continue breathing in and bringing out. But as we breathe in, we bring more love, light, and energy back up through those thighs and the hips and the buttocks and the back and the sides as we continue the higher learning hip roll. We give thanks for the power of movement as we inhale and as we exhale. So let's take one long, last deep inhale together where we inhale, bringing that breath back up through the chest and the arms as we stretch and stretch and stretch and give thanks for the power of that stretch, because movement is crucial to a healthy life. So we move and we breathe and we give thanks for the power of the breath, because someone somewhere may be on a lung machine, an incubator, have any kind of respiratory issues, asthma, bronchitis, COPD, and look at you, breathing on your own. Yes. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Once more. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. And just simply sit with that and give thanks that you have been granted breath this morning to continue your reason for being here. Whatever that reason is, just give thanks for the power of the breath. As we take one long, last deep inhale. Hold it. All that breath we bring back up from the chest to the through the face and the top of the forehead, and we exhale. As we take this long, last, deep inhale, let us inhale together. Hold it. And look to the left as far as you possibly can, feeling a stretch in the right side of the neck. Blow it out. And as you inhale deeply, bring your head back front and center and look to the right as far as you possibly can, feeling a stretch in the left side of the neck. Yes. And exhale. And one more time. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And that is your Monday morning mindfulness meditation. I hope that you've enjoyed that breath. And if you would like to share that, because we're all stressed out. I met so many crazy people this week, and it was ridiculous. I shouldn't say crazy. Mentally challenged, yeah, that's why we're doing a mental show this morning. I'll tell you all about it. Khalid Scott will be joining us, but it is imperative that we spend time alone because that's where your power is. They don't tell you that. They keep you occupied with the radio and the TV and this little thing right here, this little gadget right here will take away your power every time you turn it on. Yes. Powers in here does not supersede the powers in here because this is AI. This is artificial intelligence. This is the real intelligence. So if you want something different in your life, you got to do something outrageous and crazy. And that's like, turn this sucker off. If you could do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, till you get up to an hour, I promise you, you will see a difference in the quality of your life. But don't believe me. Try it for yourself. Because amazing things will happen. You cannot hear the divine when when we are glued to these attachments. And I know the people who walk around with the little pod in their ear, they don't want to hear that. Because every time you keep that pod in your ear, number one, Google it yourself, see that the damage that it's causing your ear. A lot of people wind up with ear cancer. Not saying that you'll have it. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm just telling you what's been said, what's available. So you need to know that. So with that expectation of a call coming in your ear, your body is not at rest because you have something artificially attached to you. And that is causing a difference in the frequencies, the vibrations that you have in your body. And you don't want that. You got that all day with that thing in your ear. So just, you want to be mindful of that there are repercussions of this AI that we are experiencing in this time. I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just saying it is what it is. So you take that and run with it and do whatever you want to do with it because this is your life and you have the option of doing just that. But I just wanted to share with you what I know to be sure. And if you listen to the show, Baba Kwame, Sun Horse Will Honey, he will tell you. He may be on the show today. I certainly hope so. I love it when our elders call in and share the good word. But I digress. That is your Monday morning mindful meditation. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that you will share it because there's a lot of stressful people in this world who are experiencing a lot of stress. And we all need some stress relief. So that's your stress relief in your Monday morning mindfulness. It is 7:28. And coming up in just a few minutes, it will be the commercial. Excuse me. Commercial will be coming up. But before I do that, I just want to say condolences to the family of Carol Banjo. Carol Banjo is the cousin of my girlfriend, Patricia Tyson. Pat Tyson. She's the cake lady. You've seen her on the show before. And I went to Carol's wedding, I don't know, about 30 years ago, somewhere around it, 25, 30 years. I don't know. It's been so long. And Carol and her husband Banjo were married. We were in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Mardi Gras, and it was so much fun. And when Pat called me and told me that Carol Banjo had passed, I wasn't ready for it. I'll just put it like that. Anyway, condolences to the Banjo family, and condolences to the family of Patricia Tyson, because they're all relatives. And Pat is my girlfriend. We went to Martin Luther King High School together. So the funeral is at 10 a.m. And 11 a.m. the service starts. And it's at Cage Funeral Home on the south side of Chicago. You can Google that information. It'll be right there for you. But right about now, it is time for our Monday Morning Mindfulness commercial break. And when I come back, I will tell you all about the craziness that happened to me this weekend. And I am pretty sure you want to hear about it. So, excuse me, if you will share this link that you are watching with someone, you will be glad you did. So you just hold on, and we'll be right. Stay close. We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, letting me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
And you're watching ZTV on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah.
You could live to be 120 years old and remain active, healthy, alert, and vibrant. Our bodies are made up of cells that are constantly rejuvenating. So if we take proper care of ourselves, we can literally defy aging. Join us every Tuesday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to learn about self-care from Tucson Essentials on the Female Solution Blog Talk Radio Show. Learn how to help your body and yourself feel rejuvenated each day through proper nutrition, sleep, frequency medicine, and many unconventional I'm Javisi San. Join me and my amazing guests by calling in at 515-605-9325 and press 1 to speak. We'll help you achieve a breakthrough in your health today.
Are you constantly arguing with yourself? Are your children with the living and acting out? Someone in your family abusing drugs? Have you been a victim of domestic violence? Are you grieving the loss of a loved one? Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is a result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in removing emotional distress and restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call today at 312-315-4820. That's 312-315-4820.
Do you have a product or service? Take your business global and get new customers from around the world. Advertise on the Female Solution Radio Show. You may have a great product. You may even have a fantastic website. But how do you let people know you exist? Tell them. Promote your business on one of the most dynamic shows on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution. You'll reach an enthusiastic audience of more than 100,000 loyal daily listeners with a specially designed 30-second ad that will drive customers directly to your website. We'll send you statistics as tracked by Blog Talk Radio to let you know the numbers and demographics of those hearing your advertisement. Your ad will run during the live 2-hour morning show from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it will be heard all day long by listeners who listen to the archived show. You will reach our worldwide audience on their laptops, iPods, iPads, and cell phones. Watch the orders for your product or service increase. Just go to our website, www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. And click on the radio advertising page. Send us your words. We'll create a 30-second radio ad and watch your business increase worldwide.
Oh man, that's something Monday Sun built today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during the season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark. Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God. The light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our homes? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456, and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456. I'm Beata, your holistic life coach. These days, it's more important than ever to work on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Are you consciously breathing deeply in stressful moments? Do you have a plan or daily routine to maintain balance in your awesome body? Are you struggling to be disciplined in your eating habits? When you partner with me, I'll help you develop a personalized health plan that works for your particular lifestyle. You can find out more about me at yourholisticlifecoach.com, where you can also review my 3-step protocol to guide you to abundant health. That's yourholisticlifecoach.com, and I'm Beata.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution. I'm your host. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. We are in the uh, end of summer, I should say, but summer goes on somewhere. It's just not in Chicago. How about that? Okay, battery wants to. Okay, there we go. She is up and running. What I want to tell you about is the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, which airs every last Saturday of the month. And this year it will be uh, the contest. The Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. We also have the podcast. I'll talk about that in a minute. But if you go to our Instagram page, which is Teen Talent Contest, when you see that, you will see the faces on there. Now, so like and subscribe while you're there. The numbers are increasingly growing. We're loving that. On the left here is the podcast training that we just had, our first podcast training last week at the Betty Shabazz. Yes, Khalid. International Charter School, Betty Shabazz International Charter School, 78th and Ellis. And it was just simply wonderful. We had so much fun with these children. It was very exhilarating. So this podcast training is available to students between the ages of 12 and 16 years old. And you can have your church or organization or your school simply go to our website and contact us, and you can also call us on our hotline, 24-hour resource center hotline, which is 312-409-6619, and you can leave information. We'll call you back, or you can just sign up on the web, higherlearningnetwork.org. And the winner gets to produce their own show. Even though there will be a group show, there's a possibility that you could have your own show, and you will have your own show if that's what you want to do. But this is the flyer for the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. Now, these ages are 13 through 19, and to compete, all you need to do for the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest is to, number one, make a 1-minute video clip using your own talent, whatever that is: singing, dancing, acting, choreography, flying a, what do you call it, a drone, or whatever it is that you do. There's so many talents our children have, and some of those talents could be business talents. Not everything is in the arts. So whatever that is, go to YouTube, get your own free link, and then upload that video to your YouTube channel, and then send it to us at email that link to hlntvshow@gmail.com. That's hlntvshow@gmail.com. And that's how you do that. Now, to get back to the podcast, this is what I want you to see, because this was our very first class, and these students just blew me away. They are so good at such a young age. It is unbelievable. So it was a wonderful lesson for me. So I'm going to let you see just a little bit of our first class. And our board member, Naima Latif, who's also the executive producer of the Female Solution, was giving them instructions. So check this out. Where did she? You're live.
Hi, my name is London Sanders. And my name is Anaya Robinson. And this is the Betty Shabazz International Charter School podcast. And today we're going to be talking about, what do you think about bullying? About bullying, I think that it's not okay. I feel like people do it because they don't know what to do with themselves, or they're bored, or they don't like this person for whatever reason. I believe that bullying is not the thing to do, and people should change their ways and talk it out so that bullying is not. I agree with you. And I also think people bully because certain people are not on their level. But I also think that if you know that that person isn't on your level, then maybe you should help them and guide them to the right path. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Do you think that like people, if they have like good grades, like let's say I have an A, do you think that people with good grades should help each other? Like I have an A and I know you need help, that I should help you? Yes, I think that's a very good idea instead of bullying, because bullying could get you into situations that you don't want to be in, while helping you on the other hand would be like guiding them and guiding them to the right path so they can be on the same approach. I agree with that.
You have a caller on the line, producer?
You have a caller on the line. What would your question be for the podcast? Hi, who's this? What's your name? Yes, hi, who's this? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, my name is Big Derek, and I was listening in on your podcast, and I was thinking about bullying. So bullying, I think it's just some people that it's just bully at home. So they brothers, other things is going on at home. Like, oh yeah, like things are going on at home, and they can out people at school and outside. Yeah, like if they see somebody that's weaker than them, like a nurse or something, they could take them and bully them, you know, it's not right, just to get out their anger. So like, say you see somebody in the hallway and you just got angry, you know, you like pick on them or you show them in the locker or you get them a food. It's not okay. So they do it anyway.
I agree with that comment. But the example, I also feel like that if you have anger from at home, then you should like take it out when you get home, because that's where the situation happened at, instead of taking it out on someone that doesn't know anything about the situation, because that can change relationships and bonds. I believe that. I also agree with this statement. I think that like I feel like shoving people in the locker is something that only happens in movies. But at the same time, I agree with what you're saying. Like some people might bully another person because of something that's going on at home or something that disappointed.
But some people, they just don't care. Like they just see on something and they just pick on people or be next to people, call their names. Like it's some people that sometimes people be scared of a bully, or a bully is just somebody that's just mean people for no reason.
I agree.
And that is it for our first caller. Next caller, you're gonna be up.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's your name and where are you calling from? Your comment.
My name is Khalid. My name is Victor. I'm from downtown Chicago, and I was listening and bullying people. You say people sound boxing and like that happens in real life. Some people speak about killing themselves because people do things that can bully and stuff like that to kill like that.
I agree with that. I think like some people, when they get bullied, they do things that are not good. And I feel like that could be fixed if people would just simply work out their problems instead of doing things like what you said. I feel like people would just talk to each other and they could fix it instead of it becoming a bigger problem than it already is. Right. I feel like communication is key during a bullying situation, because if you don't know what the problem is with somebody, then maybe you should ask. Or if you know that person is very upset, maybe you just stay away, because you never know if they want to get through their bullying situation on their own or with somebody, like knowing, because maybe if you talk to them, they'll be like, hey, I have somebody to talk to about this situation. But if not, then I feel like just leave, like get out the way and they're very angry, so you should just avoid yourself from getting in a dangerous situation.
And that is it for our second caller. Thank you for calling to all our callers.
And the next topic is?
And the next topic is
this teen talent contest. It is every last Saturday of the month on September 30th. The next contest is on September 30th. And it's a teen talent contest. So people can do like, there'll be a group of teenagers and they will do like whether they're singing or dancing or whatever. That's what they would do. And you can win prizes. Yeah. Anyways, back to our topic of bullying. I have a question to ask. Do you think adults listen to us when we have ideas about bullying? I think parents do, but teachers, I think they hear it and they're like, oh, we can tell the principal about this or we can tell someone about this, and then it winds up being that they like don't really care and nothing happens and then bullying just continues. But I feel like parents listen because, especially if it's about their own child, because like I want my child to be bullied. But teachers, on the other hand, I feel like they don't take into consideration what it would be like if their child, if they had one, was bullied. I don't think they take that into consideration, which is why bullying happens, especially in schools. I agree with that on the parents' behalf, but for the teachers' behalf, I feel like they do listen to us majority of the time, and they would use our ideas to work out some things. But if it doesn't work, they stop taking suggestions because they feel like the more suggestions we have, the more things are going to increase. The bullying situation is going to increase instead of decreasing, which we're trying to get the bullying situation to decrease instead of increase. So I feel like teachers do take our opinions into their hands when it's time for us, because we're the people who are increasing the bullying. But at the same time, they don't, because they're trying not to have people in a bad situation. I disagree. I think that, like you said, sometimes teachers take things into consideration, but I don't believe that all of the time, especially when it's mostly needed. Teachers like seem to not care, or they don't help the situation, or it's not like working how it's supposed to, where the situation is fixed, instead it's getting worse. And yeah, I think like when teachers get into it, I guess the situation just gets worse because
Now that is two powerful little ladies. That is Zanaya Robinson, maybe a cousin of mine. Have no idea, but she looks like some folks in my family. She said Robinson, I was like, really? And your name start with a Z too? Okay, I got a little research to do here. But Zanaya and London were the first two students who joined the Betty Shabazz International Charter School podcast class. They were first two students, and they were phenomenal. Just simply little awesome students, just being themselves, little 7th and 8th graders. I'm thinking like, wow, how advanced are they? Because we did not have these kinds of opportunities when we were coming up. Podcasts, we didn't even know what that was. And when I was in major radio and terrestrial radio, they call it now because it's pretty much extinct, you had to have an FCC license. And you don't have to have that anymore. You just have to have the skills. So we're training them with the skills that they need because there's lots of behind the scenes that goes on in producing a podcast, and most people don't know how to do that. And I am so very delighted to discover that there are adults who are interested in learning how to podcast. I thought everybody knew. See, you take for granted what you know, that everybody, you think that everybody else knows. No, they don't. You have to find out the hard way, like I did. So I'm delighted to be able to offer these podcast training classes to the adults as well. So you simply go to higherlearningnetwork.org and simply sign on and say you want to join one of the classes. It's that simple. So if you have a school, we have the Betty Shabazz International Charter School, and in January, we'll be starting the Barbara Sizemore School, also on the South Side. So if you have a school that you want us to come to, you simply go to our website, higherlearningnetwork.org, and we will put that information, we will send you the information necessary to get started. And while you're watching the show this morning, if you'd like to share your comments, we'd love to have them on our YouTube channel, and that's YouTube Higher Learning TV Show, or Facebook.com Higher Learning TV Show. And also, if you would like to text Monday Morning Mindfulness to be on our regular list of information that we send out, you can text Monday Morning Mindfulness to 312-383-9749 for exclusive updates. And last but never least, if you didn't get a chance to see what was happening with the 50 years of hip hop that they celebrated this past weekend at the Taste of Chicago, here is just a very, very brief synopsis of what I experienced, and that's on my Instagram page, Zelda Speaks, the number 2 and the letter U. And I'm going to pull up just a little bit so I can let you see just a teeny weeny bit what happened at the festival. This is me walking to the festival on this one, but this is the people at the festival. So turn it up. This was the first day before it got started, actually. The people were just out there, but it was so beautiful. Okay, and that's just me here walking to the Taste of Chicago. The truck already lined up. I'm on my way to booth number 9. The soul ingredient. You see my t-shirt there? No, you can't see because I got my umbrella. But it's raining. But it ain't gonna rain all day. And they don't care. They be lined up for that jerk chicken and crab balls and all that other good. See the trucks? They out here. But we're inside in the booth. We're not in the truck. So be sure and stop by booth number 9. The soul ingredient cake. And we'll see you there. Okay, so if you scroll down the page, there's lots of other good video there, so you can take a look at it. This is a video right here from the Black Ensemble Theater, which is playing until October 15th. The Taste of Soul. Oh, you got to go see that. You got to go. So I just wanted you to experience that. It is 7:59. We're about to be joined by mental health professional Khalid Scott, who is just a dynamite brother who brings it down, who breaks it down very simple on how we can de-stress and he is a master clinician. He's a mental health professional. You see all these, award-winning LCSW. He's a clinical psychotherapist, life coach, the whole 9 yards. So he will be joining us very shortly. It is 11:59, and I am going to take another break here so that I can share with you some crucial information that you need. And a good thing is that the last winner, I want to share with you the last winner of the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. So check this out.
Yo, what's up, guys? Once again, y'all, I'm pretty sure you know my name, but let's start all over again. My name is Rizwan Yusuf, and I'm 13 years old. I was born, and I was ready to born in Toronto, Canada, 6IX. And my passion has been always acting since I was a little kid because I really enjoyed the acting. It's like you, but it's another version of you. So fun fact about acting, it got specific performance, memorization work, all of that fun stuff. And without further ado, guys, let's just get straight to the video. What are you guys waiting for? I wonder what's on next today. It's not even funny.
Because you're hearing this beer.
Finally, some peace.
Who did that? I'm coming with the belt.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
And that is Yusa Kasef, 13 years old, from Toronto, Canada. And he's a dynamite little guy. You can see why he won. So you be sure and get those audition tapes in, and you too can be part of the Teen Talent
Attention
Contest.
all talented teens ages 13 to 19. Are you ready to show the world what you've got? We're excited to announce the latest global virtual teen talent contest, where you win cash prizes and scholarships by performing your unique talent. Here's how to participate. 1. Record a 1-minute video of yourself performing your talent. 2. Upload the video, link in description or comments. 3. Submit your video by the deadline. We're looking for a wide range of talents, from singing and dancing to magic tricks and comedy skits. So whether you're a musician, an actor, or a chef, we want to see your unique talent. The top talents will be selected by a panel of judges and will be announced shortly after. So don't wait, start filming, and good luck.
Start filming, and good luck.
We have an opportunity to transform the whole global society in the next 50 years. 50 years from now, the earth will be populated by a new generation of adults, many of whom are yet unborn. Our mission is to nurture them in childhood with love, guidance, and protection, and to raise them in healthy, happy families. If we impart values of compassion, generosity, and respect for fellow human beings in the next generation of children, they will create a world where people can live together in peace. This is our goal. Be a part of the transformation. Get your copy of the book, The Female Solution. Go to www.naimalatif.com. That's www.naimalatif.com. Hi, I'm Dr. CJ of Valona Health, where we combine orthopedic manual therapy and neuroscience to treat the whole person. Health tip for the day is keep it moving. Doesn't matter how, just keep it moving, doing something you enjoy. Walking, dancing, rolling on the floor with your dogs or kids, really anything. The body craves movement to keep its bones, joints, and muscles happy. Even our mental health and internal organs and digestive system rely on our movements. Thanks for being a part of the Higher Learning Network on the Female Solution.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on the Female Solution. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks, and joining us in this hour will be Master Clinician, award-winning clinical psychotherapist, life coach, SUD specialist, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to experience something you may have never ever had in your life. And that is the wisdom of someone who hears chaos and confusion every single day. And he helps us find our way out of this madness into some type of sanity. And for that alone, you have to be very appreciative and give thanks as we go to the phones and open up the microphone for our very own Chicagoan, that is Brother Khalid Scott. So let us welcome him to the show. Grand Rising, Khalid. Thank you for joining us this morning. Unmute yourself.
Well, good morning. What an introduction. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You are.
My self-esteem just went up a couple of notches.
It should, because
Absolutely.
what you do, honey, this is no joke. The work that you do is real, and I know you see it all day, every day. For those who, yes, sir. For those of us who, those who are on the switchboard who cannot see him, you can only hear him. Please hear. I'm sorry, you can hear him, but you can see him if you're on a line. This master, I almost want to call you a master magician, because you give people insight. You give them insight, Khalid, that they haven't seen before. And I don't know what else to call that but magic. So forgive me for, I'm not making light of it, but it's magical, the work that you do, because when people come to you, they're in chaos and confusion. And when they leave you, they have a sense of sanity. They have some coping skills. They have some coping skills. Yes, sir. So tell us. Go ahead.
Sister Z, the thing is, first of all, thank you for having me again in your home.
Thank you for being here.
Discuss the ministry, because that's what this is. It's a ministry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you might say mental health ministry.
Yes.
However you want to say it. God has given me the tools to work with my people, because there is a lot of chaos and confusion.
Mm-hmm.
And the summer is over with now. We're back into fall, back into things, back to work, back to school. And today we just want to focus in on how do you transition from the laid back summer, if it was laid back for you, coming off vacation mode, back into, okay, I'm at work, I'm at school, I got to get it together. The holidays are coming up, the end of the year is wrapping up, and how do we maintain our sanity?
Yes.
In such a crazy world.
Yes, because it's hard. Every day, all day. It is. It's a challenge.
It is. And I want to start off, Sister V, by just saying that, I want to remind people that don't forget a word that's very powerful, that's in all of us. And that word is resilience.
I love that. Resilience.
And I want anyone who's listening, write that word down.
Okay.
Put it on a post-it and put it on your mirror, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your car, put somewhere where every day you see it, you know it's like, that's my best friend, my resiliency.
Oh, wow. Khalid, I simply love that idea. It's so simple, I didn't think of it. Now, for those who are listening, who may have just might have missed that, I need you to say that again.
Okay, I want you to become best friends. I want you to have a love affair with this word. It's called resiliency, right?
Yes.
And what resiliency is, it says that no matter what goes through, I'm going to come through it.
Okay.
No matter what I'm going through, I'm going to overcome it. No matter what the world and the people in it that throw negativity at me, I'm going to let it bounce off, and I'm going to be back to my normal.
Okay.
And if my normal ain't good, I'm going to make it better.
Oh, I love that.
One thing that problems and chaos and confusion is supposed to do for you, it's supposed to give you a certain lesson.
Ah.
But you're supposed to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So you don't repeat it again.
Like you know after it happened. Because if we don't learn the lesson from the trials and tribulations and the trauma that we go through, Elder, then we're prone to have it repeat again.
Yes. And how many times do we have to do that?
I don't want to have to go through trauma over and over again to get the lesson.
I know that's right.
I want to go through it and overcome it.
Yes.
You know?
And be through with it. Not go through it some more.
Absolutely.
We want to be through with it.
I don't need to be best friends with negativity.
No.
There's I don't need him to have a seat next to me on my love couch.
No.
You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know what, Zelda? Listen. This is what I observe. It's that we do have a relationship with drama and trauma.
Ooh.
We have relationships with that.
Ooh.
We have normalized negativity so much that when it's right there, eating us in the face, we're like, ouch. Okay, it's okay. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's okay. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Instead of saying, stop hitting me.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Thank you.
No way. We keep letting it punch us in the face. And we got to stop it. We got to say, you know what? My face is too pretty. My face is too handsome for you to be hitting it.
Okay. And it hurts.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to hit it no more. I don't take the karate lessons. I don't take the boxing lessons. We about to fight. That's negativity. You ain't going to win this match no more. You're not going to win it.
And once you make that decision, go ahead.
So let me tell you my truth. And you said it, right?
Okay.
And we have talked in a little bit, but every week, Zelda, I'm getting phone calls from people. I'm getting DM messages from people. Khalid, I need help. Do you have a few minutes? And I'm like, yeah. You know, because part of my ministry is you help anyone who's in distress, anyone in need. Because you never know how that phone call might impact somebody.
Yes, sir.
And in this time when people are jumping off rooftops,
yes,
swallowing bottles of pills,
yes,
that one phone call that you ignore, you know what I'm saying, could make a difference.
Yes, sir. You are absolutely right.
And I got the time. Oh, I don't take the time. Because people are important. You know, they say you make time for what's important.
Yes, sir.
People are important to me.
Okay.
How can I do, you know, I just celebrated 30 years of social work on August 16th.
Really?
Yeah, doing this.
Oh, my goodness.
I know I look like I'm 32.
I know, right? I'm like, how you do that? Whatever it is you're doing, you need to put it in a bottle and sell it. Hello?
But yeah, after 32 years, 30 years of us helping people. And I mean, the reality is, I was doing social work before I got a paycheck.
Okay.
Because, again, God gives individual gifts to each one of us.
Mm-hmm,
My gift is social work. Zelda, your gift is, you got 500 gifts. Come on, B. You gotta decide which gift that God gave you is the one He wants you to use the most.
Okay.
Think about that, Zelda. What's your gift that He bestowed upon you?
Wow. I
Think
did.
about that.
Yeah, I don't. Thank you for reminding me that I need to think about it. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And see, the thing is about the gift He gives, He'll take them back if we don't use it the right way.
Ooh. Now you just said a mouthful there. You know that, right?
Right. Got you.
Yeah.
I promise you He'll take that gift from you if you're not using it right.
Yes. Because
He'll say, I can give it to somebody else who will use it.
Right.
So He didn't waste His gift on me. You know?
Because you're using your gifts.
And Zelda, what happens is, because I use my gifts, this is why I'm so blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Zelda, I'm a 54-year-old man who lost 100 pounds in 7 months.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I know, because when I saw the picture, I'm like, who is that? That's not Khalid. Who is this man impersonating you?
Absolutely. Transformation, right?
Oh.
Come on. Take the hands in the flies. That's all I want to say. I want you to soak this in. Take this in. Yeah, accept that. Receive that. All 20 seconds of it.
I want you to receive that because 70 pounds. Did you say 70 pounds?
100.
Oh, excuse me. 100 pounds in 7 months.
Yeah. 7 months.
That is a task.
I said I went and I was focused. I didn't let no distractions get in my way because I want to live.
Oh.
I want to live. You know, Zelda, it was a year ago, September 16th, I went to the doctor's appointment. And my doctor is my alpha frat brother. And he was like, Khalid, your test results came back. He said, brother, you're knocking on diabetes' door.
Oh, my goodness.
Khalid, you're 321 pounds.
Were you?
And I said, no, I'm not, Doc. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You gonna tell the doctor? How you gonna tell the doctor? Come on now.
Right. And I said, let's get back on that scale. And when I saw that number, I got teary-eyed.
Oh, wow.
I used to be a fitness trainer.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I used to be a fitness trainer in my 20s.
Oh, my God.
At Valley. And so, now let me tell you, typically, like my doctor's office is in Maxton, Illinois, right?
Right.
And it's right across the street from Giordano's Pizzeria, which is my favorite pizza, right? My absolute favorite pizza. And normally I would go there after each doctor's appointment as my treat for myself.
Okay.
Not that day.
Not that day.
I left that doctor's office. I went to Jewel Foods, right?
Okay.
Spent $300 worth of on fruits and vegetables and salmon and ground turkey and chicken breast and salads and everything. And then 7 months later in April, that scale said 221 pounds.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
And I did it.
You came down to... You went from 320 to 220. Yeah, that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you mentioned, Khalid, that you were knocking on the door of diabetes, because diabetes is one of the diseases that is taking us out in droves because we don't know about nutrition. So for those who are listening on the switchboard, I have on the screen under Khalid's name, diabeticdonut.com. And what that is a link to some information on how I reverse type 2 diabetes. If Khalid can do it, I ain't lost 100 pounds, but I did get rid of diabetes. And if I can do it, you can do it. Because Khalid, I just like you. Baby, give me some sweet potato pie, some German chocolate cake, some red velvet cake, some butter cookies, some peach cobbler, some banana pudding, you name it, with sugar, I ate it. So I'm the official on sugar. So go to diabeticdonut.com. Download the free download on how I reverse it. The recipe is in there of that I'm not going to say nasty drink that I drink every morning, but it's a drink that will help you achieve your goals. Apple, beet, cucumber, lemon, ginger, kale, and turmeric. You go there and you drink that. I promise you that you will love yourself the next morning after you have that. And I want to take a quick comment here from Viata's Tiny House Village, which says, Grand Rising, Sister and Dr. Scott. That's from Viata. She is in Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much for listening this morning. Yes, Dr. Scott. Dr. Scott is right on point this morning. He's always on point because that's who he is. That's what he does. So I want to thank you for even mentioning that, Khalid, because that is no easy feat. 100 pounds, that's a whole person, Khalid.
Yeah. But it can be done. And I remember when I did the before and after picture on Facebook, and oh my God, the phone calls and the DMs, and everybody, how did you do it? I said, did you read my post? I wrote out how I did it, my diet and my exercise.
Okay.
So that's impossible. You couldn't have ate only 800 calories a day.
Yes, you could.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you could.
I sure did. And I said, it sounds like a low number, and it is, but you have to have a calorie deficit in order to lose weight.
Right.
And I said, what happens is your body gets adjusted.
Yes.
Your body gets adjusted.
Yes, it does.
You know, when you start losing weight, your appetite starts to suppress.
Yes.
Your belly starts to get smaller.
Yes.
It doesn't crave all the food.
Right.
You know, I had to stop the sugars. Right.
You need to say that. You need to say that again. You need to say that again about the sugar, baby. Somebody didn't hear you. Somebody didn't hear you this morning.
Yeah, you go through a withdrawal, right?
Yes.
Sugar is addictive.
Yes.
But then once you get past it, and then understand that I transitioned. So I went from eating M&M to raisins.
Ah.
So I fooled my mind.
Oh.
Eating chips, so I ate crackers.
Okay.
I tricked my brain, because my brain was stimulated by those foods. But I ate things that made my brain say, okay, yeah, I got those chips, but it was really crackers.
Ah, I love that.
But again, when you're motivated to be better, you'll do your research, right?
Right.
Find out what you need to do. You'll ask the right questions. We got YouTube and we got the internet, right?
Right.
So there's nothing you can't get an answer to within seconds.
Right. So you have no excuse.
No excuse. No excuse.
None whatsoever.
Trust me. Right. And trust me, I'm a man who loves food. I'm a foodie. And I'm a cancer.
Okay.
You know we have a love affair with food.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So the thing is, you know, but again, what's important to you'll put the work in.
Yes. Yes. If
what's
it
important to you, like I saw how when people who wanted to go and see Beyonce, they set up and worked second jobs to get money.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
To see that woman. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes, sir.
They had one woman who quit her job because her job didn't approve her PTO so she could go and see Beyonce.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So when something is important to you, you'll make it work.
Yes, you will.
You'll make it work.
Yes, you will. And you talk about learning lessons again. I bet she won't tell her job next time that she's going to see a Beyonce concert. Because you know they hating, right? They mad because they can't go. Because I heard the tickets were outrageous.
Right. So the thing is that, you know, again, we have that resiliency. We're able to make things better for us when we're ready to put the work in. And going to our topic, you know, back to school, mental health in the fall, you know, I just want people to know that look at this time of year as something to be happy about, not sad, right?
Right.
So last weekend, I went to my high school reunion picnic. I went to CBS. So
Did you?
People there. And then, you know, I went to a couple of birthday parties that weekend. And the reason why is because I'm like, this is the last weekend of the summertime.
Right.
Labor Day weekend.
Right.
But I was excited come Monday morning and said, man, I'm going to enjoy my Labor Day holiday. And then tomorrow, back to business.
Right.
Back to making my money.
Right.
Back to saving lives.
Right.
You know, my daughter, she turned 21 in August. You know, Leo lady.
Yes, she did, Leo love. Bless her heart, little genius.
You know,
a little genius.
My daughter started her senior year of college. Do you remember coming to her graduation?
Yeah. Wait. You said senior year.
She's a senior.
Wasn't it just a couple of years ago that we did the drive-by?
Right. It seems like it, right?
Oh my goodness.
So yes, she's a senior and getting ready to take the MCAT in January.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So time goes by.
Yes, it does.
But be excited about that. Don't look at this like today is a rainy day.
Right.
Don't look at it like, oh God, it's a rainy day. Look at it like, God, thank you for rainy days because they make me appreciate the sunny days.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Because, you know, there's some sun behind those clouds.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So be optimistic. Look for the sun rays on a rainy day.
Right.
So that gives you hope that things going to get better. And even when it is raining, just look at it as God is cleaning up the earth.
Thank you.
He's cleaning up the earth.
Because somebody somewhere needs that water. You may not need it, but somebody needs it. So,
absolutely.
So be grateful for somebody else.
If you change your thinking and make it, you know, positive and productive, it makes you feel better inside.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And we all want to feel good. That's why we stuff ourselves with so much sugar and food and alcohol and gambling and drugs. You know, not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that's what we do because we haven't learned to do anything different.
Right, because you know we do those things to self-medicate, right?
Yes.
But now I'm asking folks who are listening, do take some other kind of medication. Take some other kind of medication. That medication is meditation, prayer, going for walks, going to the gym, developing, or saying, I want to, and then we've talked about this before on the show, I want you to start building you a personal board of directors.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
Your personal board of directors, these are the people who, you know, no matter what, will not judge you, will put your truth zero, will be there for you. It may be good people, it may just be two people on your board of directors, but these are your go-to people who will make sure you are uplifted. And because you made them on your board of directors, you got to be also able to feed them as well when they're having bad days.
Right.
So it's reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
take care of each other. That's how we start building better villages.
I love that.
That's how we build better villages. Because the reality is that's what we need back.
Yes.
Villages.
Yes. I'm so glad you said that because that's one of the things that I am learning at the Betty Shabazz School, International Charter School. we started our podcast training there for youth 12 to 16 there last week, every Wednesday. And I just saw the difference in that charter school and public schools because there is a village there at the Betty Shabazz school. So now I see why the waiting list is so long, because they treat these children like family. And I've never seen that before in my life, Khalid. I've never seen that before. You know, back in the day when we were kids, yeah, but since I've been grown, I haven't seen that. And I see it now. And I love it. So that village is crucial. So thank you for having the insight to say that and to show that. We've got some calls on the line, 904-303. But we're going to have to take our first commercial break, and we will be right back to get those calls. So call in, tell somebody that Master Clinician is Khalid Scott is here to help us keep our sanity in times of chaos and confusion. So stay close. We'll be right back.
About finances, family, health, job, relationships. Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answer yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the healing process. You only feel this way because you haven't mastered the voices in your head. No hype, just down to earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, whether it's type 2 diabetes, publish a book, promote your products or service, or just make extra money. Take advantage at the end of the day. Go to zelda.speaks.com or call 212-409-6619. Mention promo code Female Solution and get free shipping. That's zelda.speaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit zelda.speaks.com. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. We are a part of the online network of Associated Internet Radio hosts. On Air. On Air empowers you with transformative news and interactive radio TV shows. This is such a wonderful time to be alive and to see our human family coming together as one community as a result of that powerful tool, the internet. We can now talk directly to each other all over the world. There's no need for conflict or misunderstanding. There's no need for violence to solve our differences. We can talk to each other face to face until we reach an agreement. On Air offers a fantastic global guide to communicators from all over the world who are using their internet platforms to inspire us to strive to be our best selves in order to become the kind, compassionate, loving people we were all born to be. Once we do that, we'll see planet Earth transformed into a place of peace. Subscribe to the recommended YouTube channels, Facebook pages, and podcasts created by these Voices of Enlightenment. On Air provides daily news briefs and a weekly magazine to keep you abreast of events and opportunities. On Air news affiliates in television, radio, and print share information, insight, and interviews with notable personalities. Go to OnAirEverywhere.com for a daily dose of uplifting news. We're on air everywhere, online all the time.
Oh man, I took the Monday sun bill today. This sunlight is really expensive, especially during this season. I'll probably have to work overtime to pay it.
Well, you better pay it on time. We don't want the sun to go out and we're sitting up here all day in the dark. Wouldn't it be terrible if God charged us for sunlight? Well, thank God, the light and heat from the sun is free. So why are we paying such high bills for the energy we use in our homes? Because we don't know how to use solar energy, the free energy from the sun. You can convert your a regular home to a solar energy home and save tremendously on your electric bill. Take a look at your electric bill. Wouldn't you like to reduce or possibly even eliminate that cost altogether? Let one of our solar consultants show you how. Call today, 312-849-3456, and schedule a free consultation. That's 312-849-3456.
Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here on The Female Solution. I'm your host, Zelda Speak, and my co-host today, our very own master clinician, mental health professional, and that would be Brother Khalid Scott, celebrating 30 years in the mental health ministry. Let us give him a welcome. Yes. Thank you so much, Khalid. We couldn't do it without you because we all need some help. Not everybody has your mental health skills. So thank you for joining us back here on The Female Solution. Are you still with us?
I'm still here.
There you are. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. 904-303. Your mic is open. What's your name and where you're calling from? And what's your question as it relates to mental health?
My name is Tahaka Amana El Bay. I'm calling out of Jacksonville, Florida.
All right now, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you give me your name again, please?
That's Tahaka.
Tahaka?
Amana El Bay.
El Bay, Tahaka El Bay. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. What's your comment or question, sir?
Well, I wanted to talk to Brother Scott because you said two things that hit me. I was going in the kitchen and I heard you said like you're cancer.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
July 16th. All right. Well, mine's July the 8th. My dad is July the 7th. My aunt July the 9th. And I forgot which one Mike Tyson was. But you also mentioned about the water. The people don't like the water. Let me tell you something, man. I grow trees. I grow grapes. I got papayas. I got pineapples. I got avocados. I got peaches, oranges, plums, the whole and wild grapes. And the only reason I look at TV is because I want to see the weather. And every time it rains, everybody says, "Oh, it's been raining." I say, "Hallelujah."
See? You see? See, I told you somebody, just because it rains, somebody needs it. Just because it rained, as Khalid said prior to commercial, just because it rained doesn't mean that we may not need it, but somebody else need it, because you're an example of that, growing all that good stuff you growing. I never heard of, what you said, some wild grapes. What's a wild grape?
That's
Skunkadine. Muscadine. Oh.
Real great.
Oh. Okay. And what city in Florida did you say you were in again?
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, Jacksonville. I took the Amtrak to Jacksonville, Florida one time. Loved it. Next time I got to get off to come see you with all the good growing vegetables you growing.
Well, now's the time, because when between August and September, that's when the grocery stores have their muscadines. They call muscadines. Some people call stuffed knives. Some people call bullet grapes.
Oh.
And those are real great for this region.
Oh. Okay. Okay. That's powerful, brother. I appreciate you sharing that information. Did you have a question for Khalid? Because I'll be calling you later. Is it okay if I take your? Is it okay if I take your? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can call me.
Okay, thank you so much.
I'm a bachelor, and I got all these trees going around here. And I have a friend. She said, "I want a garden like your mama." I said, "Well, I'm gonna build you a garden."
Oh.
Build her a garden. And she called and sent me a text message yesterday with some photographs of the garden she done built.
Oh.
She got okra growing
everywhere. I said, I ain't got none of that.
Oh.
I'm coming over your house to get my garden back.
Okay. Okay, Doc. Did you? Thank you so very much for calling in. Did you have a final comment for Khalid before you go?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, you brother, you remember how Mike went out. Mike, he just gave up and he said, man, I'm tired of doing this here. And I was saying, well, hey, man, you don't talk with your game, man, you doing this here. And he just stopped and I'm stopped playing, but then I called him on the side interview. And he said, you know what? He said, I'm tired. He said, I just want to spend the rest of my life with my grandchildren and raising my grandchildren. I said, there you go. I said, boy, you just like me.
That's what Mike Tyson told you?
That's what he said.
All right now.
That's why he got out of the thing.
Oh.
Raise his grandchildren, because he done been in there and been the best whoever did it. And he said, I'm going to sit down now and I'm going to take time with my children and my grandchildren.
Oh, that is a wonderful thing to hear. So I want to thank you so much for calling in and sharing that. Yes, sir.
Well, what else could you expect, Brother Khalid? You're canceled.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, caller Tahaka El Bay from Florida. We appreciate you. Thank you for calling in, and be sure and share this with someone because everybody needs to know this information.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so very much. You continue to listen to the show. And for others who want to call in, Khalid's only got a few more minutes because, honey, he has patients waiting on him. It is 8:41. We got another 15 minutes here. If you want to call in, it's 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. The topic of discussion today is back to school and your mental health with master mental health clinician. That would be Khalid Scott. As we are moving forward, what other tips would you like to say? To share with the audience, I love the resilience factor. I'm going to post that on the blog. And for those who are watching, I'll be posting all the comments on my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. And you can also post your comments on our channels, YouTube and Facebook, Higher Learning TV show. But I really like that resilience to post on the refrigerator and your book and your car and everywhere. To remind us. I love that idea. Thank you for that, Khalid.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, and let's go back to the subject matter at hand, that this is a new season that we're going into, right? And to be excited about any new season, because one, you woke up to see it, right?
All right now.
Right? And then two, something new means something that I get a chance to make better, something I get to do over, something I need to create. Right? Something I can make my own and take ownership of. So if it's a new school year, if you're back in school, say this year, wow, I got a couple of B's this year. I'm going to really work on getting some A's. Right? Or you know what? I'm going to have better relationships with my professors and my teachers. Or you know what? Because I'm smart in this subject, I'm going to become a tutor and help others who might be struggling. Or if I am struggling in a class, I'm not going to wait to the last minute and be in danger of getting a D or an F. I'm going to go and ask for a tutor because they're here to help me. You know, I'm going to take that hard subject that challenges me, and I'm going to get victory over it. Right? Because anything that challenges you, if you overcome it, it does what?
It's going to make you better. Makes you better. And you want to be better. You want to be better.
You know?
Right.
Absolutely. And then for those of us, you know, we don't use all our PTO up and we're back to work. You know, say this year, I'm going to be a better professional. Right? I'm going to sit up here and be the top worker at our professional in my building. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
My next performance evaluation, I'm going to have all 5 stars. You know, I'm going to, because this is the profession I chose to work in.
Right.
So I'm going to do the best at it.
Right.
You know, many years ago, Zelda, an old supervisor of mine, and now he's in charge of DCFS, Illinois. His name is Mark Smith. He was my supervisor at this place called TAF. And I remember when he got ready to leave the organization, and he met with each supervisor. And when he met with me, he said, Khalid, you know, you my Michael Jordan. Right?
Oh, wow.
And I said, Mark, what does that mean? I'm the Michael Jordan. He said, Khalid, if you think about Michael Jordan in his heyday, he didn't take breaks. He worked on being perfect. He practiced on the hour. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
How to master his skill, to be the best ball player. And he said, that's how you are, Khalid, and you're team-minded. It's not just about you. You care about the whole team. And that was such a compliment. Such a compliment.
Yeah,
and, you know,
it is.
the best compliments come from those who you don't know who are watching you, right?
Right.
Or who are really looking at your performance. And so I've carried that, and I said it now, I'm the Michael Jordan of social work.
I know that's right.
My commitment.
The MJ of social work.
And now I have 25 awards. That says that I'm pretty good at this.
Yes, you are. That's why.
I'm in private practice, and I've had a wait list in private practice since we started. You know, and that's going on it's been 2 years this month. Being in private practice.
Oh, really? Oh, wait. Don't skip. Hold on. Don't skip over that. We ain't skipping over nothing. Yes, sir. Giving you your cake while you're still here. Yeah, I mean, cake is a bad analogy, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because we just skip right over our accolades because that's what we do. No, that's not how this works. Not on this show. If you said you did something and it needs to be recognized, we go acknowledge it, because I'm not waiting to come to nobody's funeral and tell them how much I miss them, because we don't do that.
Absolutely.
We're going to give it to you right here, right now.
That's how we uplift each other, right?
Yes.
That's how we uplift each other. That 20-second gesture just made my day. You know
wow.
Don't know the influence you may have on somebody to make them say, you know what? I'm not going to go and take that gun and swallow it right now.
Oh, my goodness.
I think I remember telling you on this show a few years ago, it was around the holiday season, and we know in my industry, the holiday season is a tough time for a whole lot of people.
Yes, sir.
Especially people who are in crisis, right?
Yes, sir.
And I think I told you I was on Christmas vacation, and a buddy of mine called me from Florida, in fact. And he was like, Khalid, I'm sitting in my car, and I have a shotgun right next to me. And this was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I happened to be up watching television, and when I saw the number, I'm like, why is he calling me this late?
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, somebody's calling me this late, something going on.
Right.
So I picked up the phone, and see, prior to that, I had a mentee who committed suicide.
Oh.
So I'm very, acute to those phone calls.
Right.
Because again, you never know who's in crisis.
That's right.
Well, I was talking to him on the phone, and he was like, Khalid, I'm going to take myself out. And I said, wait a minute. Stop. Please stop. For you to call me tells me you don't want to leave this earth.
Right.
Because you could have just did it.
Right.
You could have just hurt yourself.
Right.
But you called me. Right? And
Right.
I picked up.
Right.
So let's do this. Drive to the nearest hospital. Drive while I'm talking to you on the phone right now.
Right.
And then he started driving. And as he was driving, I was like, man, think about your children. I know you're going through things with your wife, but think about your kids.
Thank you.
What would this tell your son if you commit suicide? What message would you be giving your daughter? Because even though you leave, you will leave a stain with them.
Yes.
and they don't deserve to have to deal with this. Well, it's one thing if you got cancer,
right,
or heart disease, or
right,
diabetes,
right.
They had to watch you transition.
Right.
At least they could kind of prepare for that.
Right.
But you taking your life. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a phone call in the morning when they get saying their dad is no longer here.
Right.
Because he swallowed a gun.
Right.
So then as he was driving, he started to cry. And he was like, thank you, Khalid. He said, Khalid, I just pulled into the hospital. What do I need to do? I said, go to the emergency room and let them know that you have suicidal ideations right now.
Oh, wow.
So then a few days later, I talked to him. He had been evaluated, right? Been evaluated. And they had, and he had an appointment set up for a therapist.
Oh, wow,
He's
Khalid.
still here.
Wow, that means that you saved a life. That is not to be taken lightly, because the fact that he called out to you let you know that he didn't want to kill himself. Otherwise, he'd have just killed himself. Like you said, he'd ate the bullet. I never heard, not ate the bullet, swallowed the gun, swallowed the, what did it say, swallowed the bullet? I never heard that before. Swallowed the gun. I never heard that term before. I'm sure you hear it all the time, but I never heard that. So thank you.
You know, a lot of people, they put the gun barrel in their mouth.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So, you know, and that's the thing. And, you know, we've been hearing about suicide. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And, in fact, today I'm doing a taping, you know, later on about Black men and suicide. Right?
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to be in a documentary at the in the next couple of months. You know, one of my coworkers, her son at 19 committed suicide. So we're going to do a documentary about it.
Oh,
because
wow.
we want to bring the awareness of people of color and their mental illness and suicide.
Right.
We're hurt.
Yes, we are. We're in a lot of pain. And we mask that pain with people, places, and things. Food, alcohol, drugs, like you said.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got to do better.
Yes,
We got to do better.
yes, we do.
You know, Zelda, I want a day to come where I don't have to get phone calls every week with people telling me about their bad marriages and their bad kids and their bad bosses and their bad lives. I want people when they call me like, Khalid, man, it was a good week.
Okay.
Oh, Khalid, you know,
Right.
I joined church.
Right.
And, you know, when I went back to college to finally get my degree.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Hey, Khalid, I'm a supervisor now. After
Right.
years of just being a worker, you know.
Right.
I want to hear more of those stories.
I did something with my life.
Yeah.
If you'd like to call in, comment, we'd love to hear what you have to say. 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. We have comment. Oh, if you want to comment as well, you can do that on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Higher Learning TV show. As we take a look at some of these comments, Deborah Smith, our third Saturday host on Move Around with Deborah, says, I appreciate you, Dr. Scott. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Yes.
Very welcome.
Yes. And I would also like to say thank you to Deborah Scott, because Deborah Scott, Lord have mercy, Deborah Smith, because Mrs. Deborah Smith, because she faithfully shares her blessings with that of the homeless. And for those of you know who another one of my ministries, as Khalid tells me, the ministry of the homeless, and that is to help to feed the homeless in Tent City. And we take them water and food every Thursday. That's what we call the Thankful Thursday. And she has been very adamant about her responsibility as part of the village of sharing her wealth. And last week she sent us a donation, and we usually go to a McDonald's, but we went to White Castle, and they loved it anyway. It didn't matter. You know, some warm food. That's all you need. So thank you so much, Deborah. We greatly appreciate that. We appreciate you and the work that you do in your ministry. So thank you. All right. So let's go to the phone lines. Get a couple of calls because Khalid has to leave in like just a few minutes. 773-336. You're live on the Female Solution. What's your name? Where you're calling from? And what's your comment for Dr. Scott as it relates to mental health?
This is Naima from Chicago.
Naima. Hey, Naima. Thank you, sis.
I got a question for you, Dr. Scott, because I remember years ago, the newscaster Rescue, he used to be very involved in like talking people off of ledges that were getting ready to jump, or talking people out of commit suicide, or talking people out of, to hold them hostages. And it would be so intense. They would call him, he's a newscaster, he would come and he just had that skill, but afterwards he would come out, he would be crying. I mean, it was just so emotionally intense. And I know it's got to affect you, and you got to talk somebody out of a suicide. So how do you de-stress after something that intense?
Yeah.
You have to sit with somebody and really keep them from killing themselves. What do you do to reset your soul after that?
Wow. Excellent question, Naima.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And, and I was going to bring that up for you in tune with me, sis. It's about self-care, right? It's about self-care. We throw that out so much now, but we still don't own it, right? And self-care has to be a priority. Now, one of those things that you've got to make time for, it can't be an option.
Right.
It has to be a priority. So what happens is this, right? Just like when I talked about the weight loss, I could have went right across the street and got a Giordano's pizza that day. My doctor told me I was 320 pounds because I could have let it depress me, right? And of course, eating that pizza would have made me feel good for what? 10 minutes, right? But I knew I was worth more than 10 minutes.
All right now. Yes, sir.
I knew I was worth more, right?
Yes, sir.
And so I said, Khalid, do the hard work now, so you will have many more moments of pleasure. Right? It ain't nothing like getting into a pair of 33-inch waistbands with 48 inches.
I love it. I gotta love it. We got. You know what, Khalid? I'm so glad you said that, because I once heard somebody say that nothing tastes as good as feeling good does. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
To put them pants on, to be able to zip them up. Ain't nothing like it.
Right. So today, you know what? Instead of going to the taco place, go and take a walk. During your lunch break. Throw on your gym shoes that's in the back of your car and just walk around the community. You know what I'm saying? And be safe about it. Or you know what? Take the stairs. To get your steps there.
Right.
Or go if going to get a massage or a pedicure is your thing, go and do it every month.
Right.
But do something that's going to bring you joy.
Yes.
Go and make a playlist. We all got cell phones.
Yes.
Right? Go and make a music playlist of your favorite R&B and jazz music, and play it when you're driving. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or go and turn on and go if you haven't done it already. We all got a favorite movie.
Yes.
My favorite movie is The Raisin in the Sun. And I watch it every month because I love seeing that black family go through all that they went through just to win in the end.
Oh, wow.
It motivates me.
Yeah. Okay.
So do whatever you have to do. Do whatever you have to do, even if that means leaving people you love alone.
Ooh, say that again. Oh, you need to say that again.
Even leaving people who you love alone.
Because it's people that cause you chaos.
Right.
It is people who cause you chaos.
Who do it to us, right?
Right.
Those are people because they're close to us.
Right.
So they have accessibility to our heart, right?
Right.
And those will be the ones that hurt.
Every time.
I had to let go of family members who kept trying to bring me down.
Yes.
Because of jealousy.
Right.
Because of jealousy in my own family.
That's all the time. It's always in the family.
Right. But I said, you know what? No
Thank
No
you.
more will you beat me up. No more will you beat me up.
No, sir.
No more will you beat me up.
Because I don't allow that to happen anymore because I'm in control here.
Absolutely.
Oh, looks like we're gonna have to go over because I got a couple of calls on here, but I got to play this ending for those who are listening. You want to give us your contact information, Khalid?
Absolutely. My name is Khalid, Khalid Scott. I'm on all social media platforms: Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter, which is now X, and LinkedIn. My contact number is 312-4.
You can always reach me on my website at
It takes over. I just turned it down. Say it again. I'll play it again. 312.
No problem. My contact number is 312-43 Scott SCOTT 437-2688.
2688.
And I'm on I'm on all social media platforms. And you can also reach me at highachiever.net and psychologytoday.com.
Highachiever.net. And what was the other one?
Psychologytoday.com.
Psychologytoday.com. We have one more hand up. Do you have time or not?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's take one more call here. 872-731. You're live on the Female Solution. Dr. Scott is staying over for just a minute. Would you like to ask him a question? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes. My name is Rashida Ali.
Hi, Rashida. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, sir. I would like to know if you take referrals. We have a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we've been working with the homeless for 30 years. Now, what we're trying to do is have abandoned houses in our communities, revitalized, and have the homeless therapeutically treated so that they can have residency in those houses that we repair. So I need to know if you accept referrals for treatment.
Okay, so
most homeless have been traumatized or, abused in some manner.
Right. So for the practice I'm in, I only take Blue Cross and Blue Shield, PPO, or of course it's private pay. But you know what? There are free resources. So if you want to, give me a text message and I'll forward you some of the information that I have.
Thank you very kindly. Enjoy your day.
All right. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your day too, Miss Ali. And thank you for the work you do.
All righty. Thank you. Thank you for calling in, Rashid, and thank you for all of the listeners who called in and those who didn't call in and those who posted. And for those who need this information, please share this video because somebody's going through natural hell and they may find salvation or find some kind of sanity in this show today, in this ministry today, because this ain't no show. This is a ministry. Thank you, Khalid. Brother Khalid, final words.
All right. Okay, final words is again, be happy.
All right.
Be joyful. And don't let nobody take that away. Don't ever give up your power to nobody because it's yours. It's your gift from God.
All right.
And have the greatest love affair. And the greatest love affair that you can have is the one you have with yourself.
All right, now. It just doesn't get any better than that. Thank you so much, Khalid. We know you got folks waiting on you. We appreciate you.
Right, and I'll see you in December, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Send me that date that you're available, and we'll work it out.
Okay, I believe it's December 11th, I think.
Okay, that's the second one. Let me check my calendar. So you all put it on your calendar too, so you know when you can come back here and get some free information. It won't cost you an arm and a leg. December 11th.
Yes, December 11th. We'll be talking about holiday blues again.
Holiday blues. All right.
Holiday blues.
All righty. Thank you so much, Khalid. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for your ministry. Keep doing the work you're doing because you are making a difference because they not only hear you, but they see you.
Absolutely. Take care, sis.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. All righty. Have a great day. All righty, y'all. Thank y'all so much for staying with me. Naima, are you still on the phone?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you want to make a final comment before we get out of here, before I head to Carol Banjo's funeral at Cage Memorial Funeral Home, and let me find that information so I can share it. Go right ahead, Naima.
Well, I just want to remind people that whenever you're depressed or sad or feeling like your life is worthless, there are people who love you who would be devastated if you chose to leave this life before your time. And if you're so depressed that you can't pull yourself out of it, call somebody. Call somebody who you know cares about you. And just let them remind you of how important you are. We all go through those times when we feel like our life isn't worth living and we just want the pain to stop. But also know this, if you try to leave this life before it's your time, whatever it is that you're thinking you can't face, you're going to have to face it anyway at some point in your soul's journey. We don't get out of any lesson that we need for our evolution. So believe it, you will come back and face this same thing again. This is a class you have to pass, and you got to take it until you pass it.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
and work through it.
Oh, wow. I never thought about it like that, Naima. If you don't pass the class, you got to go back and take it again.
Right.
So for those who are on this channel, just remember what you're going through is just a test. That's all it is. It's a simple test. And some of those tests, we don't want to take it, so we try to get it right the first time. How about that?
That's right.
All righty. As I leave you, let me remind you that our all of the information. Thank you, executive producer of the Female Solution, Naima Latif, for joining us here this morning. Be sure and go to my blog at zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. I'll pull that up here in a second. But before I leave, I did talk about the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, but I did not talk about the homeless project. So if you are living anywhere on the planet and you would like to support those who are homeless, I encourage you to do that. This is our whole Instagram page, hln.homeless.project. You will see some of the work we've been doing. I even have information here from the this is where I posted. I was at the Taste of Chicago and I'm posting videos, and I thought I was pasting them to my page, and I'm posting them on the homeless project. No wonder I couldn't find them. Okay, it was dark and I'm tired. What can I say? Anyway, you will see a lot of what was going on at the Taste of Chicago. And then when I left the Taste of Chicago, this is what I really like here. I just got to say this because there were these master chess players on Michigan Avenue, and they were out there playing. How cool is that? So there's a lot of that out there, but you'll see a lot from the Taste of Chicago. So just go ahead and check that out. And if you are one of those people who would like to donate to the homeless project, you can send a donation, tax-free donation, to higherlearningnetwork.org. And these are some of the platforms that we use in order which you can make a donation to. Cash App is Zelda Speaks, the number 2. Venmo is Higher Learning Network NFP. Zelle is 312-719-2000, and PayPal is Higher Learning NW at Yahoo. And also, let me remind you that podcast training is still available for our youth 12 to 16 years old. And thank you for those who are asking for podcast training for adults. I'll get that information to you today. And remember to subscribe while you're here on our page, to like and subscribe, Instagram.com, HLN.homeless.project. Thank you so very much for being a part of my day, for starting my day out with me. I will end my day with you by showing you the information that you need to follow up on our blog on zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. You can see information on there. Everything that's going on in the city, including Operation 10 City with Pastor Bill Winston from Bill Winston Ministries. There's lots of information about what's going on in the city on how to help you get expunged, there's $10,000 contest going on, just lots of information. So be sure and go there and check it out. You'll be glad you did, and share it with someone, because sharing is caring. And when you do that, we know that you care. So we want to leave you with just the last little something to remind you of the possibilities that are with you, that are available to you. We will see you tomorrow morning with Jody Susan on self-care. Remember to do something special for yourself. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, stay tuned.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Love you.